Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Spit Take Podcast. My name is Adam, and with me, as always, is Steph.
Welcome back, nerds.
And we have a guest joining us today. His name is Alex. He is a comedian in Chicago, and I believe you work with Steph, right?
No.
No. Same job.
Same job.
Different brokerage.
I'm not in as cool a brokerage as Steph.
Then I misunderstood. Well, I'm sorry. Well, Alex, I'll let you introduce yourself because you probably know more about yourself than I do. So,
There are times that I wonder. Those dark evenings of the soul. I'm Alex. And comedy. I don't even know if I'm a comedian anymore. I went through Second City, did their program there, had my own production company for a little while here in Chicago. We were creating online videos and putting up live shows, did that for a bit. All the while I was bartending. And then I got into real estate, and that's what I do now. And I try to make people laugh a very small amount at a time. And every now and then I'll release a video. But I think I'm at that point where my career needs to become my hobby so that my career can pay for my hobby.
yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
I can attest that Alex is very funny. We have been working with a group of girls recently together. I was brought in as the oldest.
Well, technically, we are working together.
Yeah. I was like, prove my point. Okay.
Kind of. It was more of like hey,
Solve the
I need
books.
help to kind of relate, and I live where they want to live. So I was brought in, and we've been on a group chat, and there are things I'll wake up, Alex starts texting at 7:30 in the morning. I don't wake up that early. Our group chat's blowing up, man. And I put it on silent, and I wake up and I giggled because Alex says some very interesting things in this group chat, and because girls love him.
So
Very funny.
that is one of the best sales methods ever. Just get people to laugh and charm them a little bit.
I was just talking about it with my buddy Dave, because he and I go work out together, and he was recommending something like more heavy weights. I'm like, dude, I'm 5'7". I can't get big. Funny, I've spent my entire life being funny and cultivating that as my entire fucking personality. If I get big and I'm like the muscly funny guy, if nobody likes that, that's weird. I'm not The Rock. I don't have his charm.
You don't see a lot of like super fit comedians.
No,
No.
unless they're just like skinny hot, like fucking Matt Rife or something.
Yeah.
Matt Rife has my heart.
Kumail Nanjiani got really ripped, but that was because he was doing movies.
Yeah. He got that role in Eternals that never turned into anything else.
Yeah. It was not great. It was not awful, but I mean, whatever. It was entertaining enough that I watched it all the way through.
I mean, I've watched everything that Marvel has done since Iron Man. And most of it is not that level. I mean, you hit Endgame and it's such a peak. There's nowhere to go but back down, because you can't just keep going higher than Endgame.
No. And I think they've been trying to. I think they've been trying to get that same high for people lately, and it's just not working out.
Mm-hmm.
I have liked a lot of their shows. I liked Loki. I liked WandaVision.
That was excellent shows.
That was some of the post MCU stuff that post Endgame stuff that I really liked.
Wonder Man is really good.
Yeah, you were saying that. I do want to watch that one.
Yeah, it's such a slow burn though. It's you wouldn't even know it was a Marvel movie unless you knew like Wonder Man, and that there are superpowers, but it's like not even a big thing. It's all acting. There's one fight scene in the whole show.
That's interesting. I do like when they do that, though, when they're just like, let's create a great story within this universe, even though it doesn't really have a lot of the things that the old stories had. A good example of that is Hellraiser, and I will swear up and down, there have been something like 8 or 9 movies and a reboot. I think there's a video game coming out, but in any case, the 5th Hellraiser movie was one of my favorites, and it had almost nothing to do with the Cenobites, the like demons and everything. It had almost nothing to do with them, but it was so good. And I found out the reason why is because it was actually written as a completely separate movie, and they didn't think it was good enough to stand on its own. So they threw the Hellraiser title on it and like changed the ending. That's what they did. But
we wrote this for Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, but they both passed. Can we get Pinhead? I think we can get Pinhead for this.
Oh, let's get him. Let's do it. But it was crazy because I read that and I'm like, that makes a lot more sense because this didn't feel like the other movies. It wasn't so violent. There was a lot of stuff going on, but it was basically a detective trying to solve this murder. And then you find out that he had unlocked the box or whatever. It was very good. And I think it was probably the best one since the first movie. But anytime they do stuff like that, where it kind of in the same realm, but not exactly the same, usually that's what happens too, is like it was made for something else. But, but I do want to watch Wonder Man, and I have that on my queue to pick up at some point. I did just start watching Reacher the other day, though, season 3. I hadn't watched it yet. I'd only seen the first 2 seasons, and they were phenomenal. And I started watching season 3, and it was so good.
Is that the one with, God, what is his name? He was in The Breakfast Club as the nerd, Anthony Michael Hall.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, yeah. I like that. It's a good season.
Yeah, I just started it. I'm only 1 episode in, but Alan Richardson does such a great job in that show.
I love Alan Richardson. I feel like he's one of ours because I remember him in Smallville.
Yeah.
I remember him in, Blue Mountain State is so stupid. It's the Maxim of TV shows. Remember Maxim magazine?
Yeah.
But I fucking love it. And he killed it in that show.
He was the best character.
By far. On a pretty well-written show.
Yeah.
They did a really good job of creating multiple storylines that all found their way into one.
Yeah. I didn't watch it initially because I was like, I thought it was going to be more like Friday Night Lights. Because I didn't know anything about it. I just knew it was about a football team in college. And then I come to find out, my buddy tells me, he's like, you got to watch it. He's like, it's hilarious. It's all this. They never actually, I think only in the last episode they played football. But they never played football on the actual show. It was just all about the hijinks. It was more like an Animal House show.
Very much so. Yeah. Wacky college. And they accepted the fourth wall that was there, but they passed through it a couple of times with sliding into the surreal.
It was ridiculous at so many points, and Alan Richardson again sold the whole part. He was out of his mind. And when you watch
somebody who's muscular and funny,
I
can't be Alan Richardson.
I was watching
this up.
Yeah,
got to.
I was watching him on Reacher, and I was like, "That's fitness goals for me." I'm like, I want to be that. But I mean, I've read like something. He's in the gym like 3 or 4 hours a day. Like eats very healthy, like very clean. And I'm like, I just don't have the time or ability to do that.
That's a commitment.
Yeah.
That's your job.
Yeah. I was like, but when you look at him, he is like peak physical.
Absolute massive. I mean, he's the perfect, he's our, well, no, because Dolph Lundgren's our generation, but he's like a Dolph Lundgren where he's just this huge, blonde, square-headed, basically Guile from Street Fighter.
Yeah. He's like
character.
He's like the most American man ever made.
Goddamn right he is.
Damn, he might have taken over for what's his name? Chris.
Hemsworth.
Yeah, he's not American.
Could be Hemsworth.
Captain America.
Oh,
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans is American.
No. Yeah, Chris Evans.
But Chris Evans was like the ultimate American, like good looking, just built like a statue type of guy. So
hell yeah, Steve Rogers to a T.
Yeah,
that was the best casting. I mean, I like Stark. I loved the Robert Downey Jr. as Stark. That was great casting. But fuck it, Steve Rogers. Well, that was on the money.
Oh, 100%. They did so good because I think it was down to him, Jensen Ackles, and there was one other when they were casting it. And I was very happy to see that Chris Evans won. And I love it even more because Not Another Teen Movie is one of my favorite movies.
It's a great fucking movie.
It's so good. But like, I'll never forget seeing him with a cool whip, like
the whipped cream bikini.
The whipped cream bikini, and the banana sticking out of his ass. I'll never forget that. That's how I'll always see him. So it was weird to see him as Captain America at that point. But he pulled it off. He did great. I thought he was a great Steve Rogers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's coming back for Doomsday and Secret Wars. So
yeah,
I'm excited.
I would really love to see Alan Richardson come back and play Aquaman in the new DC universe. I would love to see it.
I'm down. He would have the age. I mean, he's going to have to be the armless one.
Yeah. He's got the age, he's got the looks. Like, because Aquaman was always kind of a short-haired blonde for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be like, this is like the perfect casting choice, and it's all you can really do. That's why he was so good in Smallville as Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
But
that show was great at casting across the board.
It was so good.
Tom Welling was a wonderful Clark Kent growing up. I mean, I enjoyed the Lois Lane edition later on. Wait, didn't that one girl get busted for sex trafficking?
Yeah, Allison Mack.
Yes.
Yeah, I think she's got a podcast about it now. And it was
oh God.
Yeah, well, she was with NXIVM. It was a cult, and she was like the cult leader's like second in command, and she was like in charge of like recruiting women into the sex cult.
Hey, I was on Smallville. I played one of the Scooby Gang. You want to come praise this guy? It's Cult of Personality. Come on, I'll sign something.
Yeah. Dude, it was wild when I saw she got arrested for that. And me and my wife love like the cult shows, and we watched the one on NXIVM, and when they were talking about it, just like the guy was like branding women. He was branding them with his initials and shit and saying like, this is part of the initiation. They let him do it. Like, this wasn't like they were prisoners. This was like the cult got into their heads. But they did an interview with Allison Mack, and she said that she was saying something about like, oh, being in Hollywood, you get depressed and you try to find, other reasons. And this guy was the guy who brought me out of my funk and all this. And I don't know. It's wild. I think there's been some stuff that's come out where she was very much part of like being brainwashed, because she's out now. She's out of prison. But I think there was something very much along those lines where she was kind of brainwashed. And like, I think the guy also had the cult leader. I think he also had a lot of blackmail stuff on the women they would bring in. Like he would make them pose naked, and he would take pictures and shit like that and say like, if you leave my cult, I'm going to show this to the world type of thing. So,
cults are bad, but at the same time, that's great sales.
Yeah.
I mean, in my business, sales works, and you got to sell yourself out there every day hustling. And if only we could take these cult leaders, scooch them into real estate.
Yeah.
Oh, they already did. Keller Williams. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, you got Jim Jones. He bought all that property down in Argentina or wherever it was, South America.
Drinking that Kool-Aid, baby.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, but you have that many followers, and the best you can do is like, we're going to import some bananas and work a farm down here. Like, you could do a lot. Like, their vision is so short-sighted is the problem.
Adam, I want to point out that on multiple of our podcasts, we keep ending up on the cult subject.
Hey, you know what? All roads lead somewhere. Okay.
Are we trying to subliminally message our followers to join a cult with us?
If you would like to join the Spit Take Podcast cult,
yeah,
please message us. We will
Smash
reach out
that
to you.
Subscribe button.
Yep.
And
we do require
sound off in the comments. Are you ready for a cult?
Full disclosure, you do have to sign all your possessions away to us. So
that is number one.
Yeah.
Right off the bat. But think of the cool branding.
Yeah. We need we need your bank accounts. We need a little bit of everything. It's gonna take
Brands
off.
aren't free. You think it's free to brand people?
I think
everybody's got to wear the matching tracksuits. I think that's not free.
I think it would be lovely. You don't have to wake up and think about what you need to wear for the day. It's just set for you. Your schedule is set. I personally, after this week, really not against it.
Tracksuits, robes, whatever, you got to kind of pick your style.
Order.
I mean, look at, what was that show? Yellow Jackets. She had that cult, but that looked like a very peaceful cult.
Yeah.
They canceled that finally. They're only, this next season's going to be the last one.
I mean,
yeah, my wife was really, really into that show. I watched a lot of the Yellow Jackets.
I love that show. I thought it was very well done. However, I do think it's going a bit off the rails. So it's time. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, not every show needs to be 5-6 seasons.
No.
British TV does it right. They're usually like 3 or 4 series, get the story out, then done. Maybe a Christmas episode of Doctor Who where he saves the Titanic with Kylie Minogue.
There you go.
I do love a good show that knows when it's time to call it quits before it gets bad.
Yeah. However, sometimes they make a comeback. Let's not forget Supernatural made a comeback after that horrible Leviathan season.
Yeah. Yeah, but if they had ended after season 5 with Lucifer, I would have still taken that show as one of the best shows ever made without the extra 10, 11 seasons that they did.
But I'm not mad that I saw Jensen Ackles on my screen for 12 years.
Yeah.
The Ackles-Padalecki pairing, it was as iconic to like regular TV shows as anything. I mean, give me Buffy and Angel. You give me anybody. Those two were long. And the later seasons, yes, they were stretching for ideas. But then you got fun little episodes like the one where they met real versions of themselves and they went into the real world.
Yeah.
Or, I think they did a cartoon episode. Wasn't there a Scooby-Doo episode at one point?
Yeah.
You get to get, and Jensen Ackles is great. He's basically like short, blonde Carl Urban. He's in everything sci-fi, and you're okay with it. Michael Biehn,
Yeah.
I wish he would do more that's more mainstream, because a lot of people I feel like don't know who he really is unless you're into like kind of that sci-fi or kind of that nerd culture. And so I'm like, everyone's like, who's your like number one celebrity crush? Well, top 5. And I'm always like Jensen Ackles, and they're like, who is that? And I'm like, let me show you. And they're like, I get it. And I'm like, go watch.
You got 4 more to go.
Oh God, Jensen Ackles, Chris Hemsworth,
great choice. Also a good choice.
Chris Evans,
Captain America. We already covered him. Also Johnny Storm, but not the point.
Yeah.
I'd have to think hard on the last 2. Those have always been like my kind of top 3. It used to be
you got a blonde type, by the way.
Yeah. I used to be Ryan Reynolds, but we're going a little bit cancel culture on that one. The whole Blake Lively thing. Still,
Blake Lively's terrible too, but I still think she's a smoke show.
She is.
Yeah. Yeah. And
judge the art, not the artist.
True.
Except for Hitler.
Yeah.
The 5th
you
one.
You gotta judge that shit bad.
There it goes. I'll have to think about the 5th one, but I will say I don't know, I'm switching gears here. Did you guys see The Smashing Machine?
No.
Oh, with Batista. It's on HBO and it looks at me every time I turn it on.
It's a movie with The Rock.
No.
Mark Kerr in wrestling.
No, isn't that the one that it bombed terribly, didn't it?
I don't know, but I watched it.
It wasn't long before it was on HBO.
Yeah, I watched it last weekend, and I'm watching it with Steve, and I'm like, who is the main actor? And he tells me, well, first of all, he's like, it's Mark Kerr. He thought I was asking who The Rock was playing, and I go, what are you talking about? I was like, why are you getting mad at me? Because he looked at me like I was stupid, and I'm like, no, who is that? He's like, Mark Kerr, wrestling, blah, 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 or whatever. And I'm like, no, who is the actor? And I looked it up and I'm like, oh my God, that's The Rock. The makeup in there was amazing. There were points where I could not tell that it was The Rock and I was getting confused. And Steve's like, oh, he's like, you meant who's playing him? Because he's like showing me, he's like, this is the best that The Rock could do. Like, The Rock is perfect for this. He's like, look at this. And going off. And I'm like, why are you getting fucking mad at me right now? Miscommunication. But if you watch it, the makeup was done so well that I didn't know if it was The Rock or not. Now, there were certain points where he would turn, and he's got that very defined jaw where you can tell it's The Rock. And I was like, okay, there, I see it. But like dead on.
Yeah, I think they did prosthetics up here. But Steph, it wasn't The Rock. It was Dwayne Johnson. Okay.
Fuck off, Alex.
That's pretty cool.
It's a serious name.
Yeah.
That's being serious.
That's like if you watch The Penguin, which was such a great show, like to know that was Colin Farrell does not look like Colin Farrell.
Steph, did you watch The Penguin?
I caught a little bit of it. I didn't really get into it, but yeah.
Kristen Milioti did a great job. Molly really enjoyed her, like, the female point of view of her. Because a lot of times in those shows, it's so heavily just guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm a guy. I like it. Blue Mountain State.
Yeah.
But the Kristen Milioti storyline of her, like her family being fucking terrible to her and putting her in an insane asylum and then her coming back taking revenge. She crushed it. I think she got a Emmy for that, right?
I think
she won something.
Yeah, she killed it. And the whole show I thought was better than the actual Batman movie. Like, I thought it was way better written. I love the Batman movie, but I thought the show was so good.
I had to take a second.
It was more intriguing. Like the underworld of Gotham. The only thing that's hard to ignore is that they're doing all this shit and Batman never shows up at all.
Oh, he didn't?
I think no, not throughout the entire thing. I mean, they basically explained it out. Well, it's all post movie, so maybe he's fighting other shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, that's
not
like
even a random Dick Grayson.
Yeah, that's the hard part about doing a show like that, is like you have to at some point acknowledge his existence, and they just kind of didn't, which made it hard. Made it hard. It was a hard pill to swallow that they were just able to go do all this shit, blow shit up, and Batman just never appeared. I know it's a big city and he's got crime to fight everywhere. And maybe they just got lucky. Yeah.
Do you see that fucking jalopy he's driving around? This is not the Batmobile of old. It takes a while. He's working on it. And who is his Alfred in that one? Was that
Andy Serkis?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Serkis.
I like him.
He's good to deal with. I love Andy Serkis.
He's so good. I love that he's as comfortable with his face on the screen as being just a CGI stand-in.
And did a great job.
Yeah.
And everything he's done. I mean, I've been watching a lot of Lord of the Rings recently, but mostly because when I leave the house, I can't leave my dog alone for like more than 4 hours because I'm that kind of dog parent. And I want to leave like one show on because if I leave something short, it'll turn off. And then she's just staring at the Roku screen in silence. I can't have that.
No.
So I've been putting on the trilogy extended editions because it's like 4 hours each. So
yeah,
I've been watching a lot of those together. And I'll like come home and like, oh, okay, where are we at? Oh, Battle of Helm's Deep. I guess you wait. Come the morning, that fucking sun is gonna
you'll see. Fucking wizard shows up. It's gonna be
you
great.
Don't even know. It seems like no, but trust me, it's gonna happen.
I've been wanting
those.
I know. I've been wanting to go back. I've been wanting to go back and watch them. I don't even think I've ever seen the extended cut.
Oh,
I don't think I have. And I claim myself to be a nerd,
but just do it.
Yeah. But it was such a good trilogy. I never saw any of the Hobbit movies. They didn't really interest me.
You're okay.
I didn't hear they were good. So
The Hobbit should not have been a trilogy. The Hobbit was a children's book, and it should have just been one movie, fun, done. The whole third act of the trilogy was unnecessary because it kills Smaug in the second one. Spoilers. And then this Battle of Five Armies, which is like 2 pages in the actual book. And they stretched it out so much and just tried to throw in Legolas. Like, I love Orlando Bloom, don't get me wrong, but he's unnecessary for this fucking thing.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, I do want to go back and rewatch those. It is one of my favorite trilogies of all time. And they did such a great job.
That goes.
What do you think of Rings of Power?
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry, Steph. What were you saying?
I was going to say, when my favorite part in all those movies is when all the ghosts come in and just wreck shop, and they're like, all right, we're released, see ya.
Yeah, the army in the mountain that swore their loyalty to the king. They fulfilled that oath.
It's like,
I'll hand you in a tight spot, these. We got to get off Lord of the Rings, or I'm just going to keep going into
keep quoting Lord of the Rings all night.
I will. Are we supposed to talk about Traitors at some point? I wrote it down.
Yeah.
I'm glad you took notes.
Oh, you're taking notes.
I took notes, motherfuckers. I'm prepared.
Oh, that's probably the worst idea you can do on this podcast because it's going to go off into 20 different directions here. So,
we'll talk about
that die.
We can talk about Fallout first because if you didn't catch our last episode, we had a tyromancer, Miss Jennifer Billock, on the show, and so we spent most of our time talking to her about her cheese psychic business. It was a great episode. She was a ton of fun, but we did not have a chance to talk about Fallout, so we're actually 2 episodes behind, chatting about what kind of happened. So, and tonight, as we're recording, the season finale just aired, so I will be watching it after this.
As will I. We can text about it.
Yep. But yes, the episode 6 and 7 got a little bit crazy. I episode 6, I'm trying to remember because it's all kind of blurred together for me.
The death claws. That was a big thing. I learned what a death claw was.
Yes, death claws were big. I remember episode 6 now. That's where the ghoul gets healed by the super mutant, played by Ron Perlman, who was a big surprise.
That was a great addition. Love seeing Ron Perlman in anything. That's Hellboy right there.
He's amazing. He's great.
Excuse me. Yeah.
But yeah, so we got our first look at a super mutant in the show, which was awesome. And it sounds like there's going to be a storyline in season 3 that's going to have to do with the super mutant uprising of some sort. There's going to be some kind of battle with that. It'll be a lot of fun. So there was that. Thaddeus, his arm fell off, and
no, that's in the newest one.
That's in the new. Yes, that was in episode 7. Yeah, episode 6, I think, is where Thaddeus and Maximus find the ghoul at the very end.
Yeah, that's where Thaddeus and Maximus, their storyline is because Maximus killed Kumail.
That was in 4, right? I think that was in 4.
Was in 4?
I think so.
That was in episode 4.
Okay, I know that
that led to
Thaddeus
them
had to pretend to be him in.
Yeah. So and then they, I think episode 5, they didn't even show up in that one, but in episode 6, they were kind of in and out a little bit. But then they kind of found the ghoul at the end after he's been healed up and everything. And then episode 7 is where they go into Freeside. They're not Freeside. They're actually by the Lucky 38, and that's when they had to fight all the death claws.
Yeah, Maximus gets the New California Republic armor, fights the death claws, and then it starts off with a backstory for, I can't think of her name, but the blonde woman who always reminds me of Daryl Hannah in Kill Bill with the one with the eye patch. Look at you on your game.
I'm
and
on
how she's from Canada. Atta girl. See, this is what we gotta have: the guy on the couch, guy on the couch, or guy behind the computer.
Yeah, there's a lot of this show where we just kind of are Googling things because we can't remember names. Because it's 8:30, 9 o'clock on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
The witching hour.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was cool that they gave her the whole background of being from Canada, and she fought her way into the management program, and that's why she was in 31 and then populated into 33. Also, her back and forth with, is it Betty? Who's in charge of, the fucking incest group there cracked my shit up.
Yeah.
The two redheaded brother and sister that just couldn't keep their hands off of each other.
Gross. You're already set up for disaster by being a redhead. It's just getting worse. Oh, God.
Soulless.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. We don't know what happened to Woody, right?
No, I thought I missed something because he's asking about where's Woody. Oh, like the guy said we missed our checker game. And then the dude who's getting railroaded into marrying the Daryl Hannah, whatever her name is, found Woody's glasses in the disposal.
And then disposed of them again.
I was so scared that that thing was going to turn on.
I was waiting
anytime
for that.
in any show.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, that scares the crap out of me.
I was literally covering my eyes. I was like, nope. And then he found him. But I loved Woody. I always loved the underdog in all of the shows. It's just who I am. And so, of course, I fell in love with him. And the minute he started questioning Steph, that's her name, the overseer, I was like, oh, he gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. Yeah.
Well, and then there was the big reveal at the end of episode 7 that senator who was helping Cooper Howard ends up being the head that's controlling the mainframe for all of the people who are.
Is that who that was? I didn't know what the hell was going on with that.
Yes, that was the senator who did the award thing at the VFW.
Yeah, that she facilitated him giving cold fusion to the president.
Yeah,
and Clancy Brown is the president. That was fun.
Yeah, Clancy Brown, he's great. He can
Clancy Brown and Ron Perlman are like two sides of the same coin.
Pretty much, yeah. I would love to see a movie with the two of them.
Guys, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Clancy Brown and Ron Perlman can just pop in and out of things as they please.
Fine with it.
That's the life that they live now.
Yeah, they're iconic.
Yeah, but yeah, so that senator's head was there, and she's apparently controlling all the people, and we don't know exactly how it works yet, but she's tied into all the people who have the little chip on their neck. And I saw a theory, and it's probably in this final episode that will tell us, but that Lucy's dad wants to replace the senator's head with hers. She wants to use her to control them.
Oh.
And I was like, that could be interesting. But then the ghoul took the cold fusion and started up House again.
Yep, so, and House popped up, old Justin Theroux.
Yep. So he's talking to him on the computer.
He's handsome as shit too, Stat. You could put him as your pinky.
He's pretty handsome.
Super and so talented. He wrote Tropic Thunder.
Wait,
did he really?
Theroux was in this episode?
Accurate statement. He's Mr. House. Look that shit up.
Yeah.
He wrote Tropic Thunder. I'm sure Ben Stiller was part of it, but Theroux wrote it.
Wait, who was Justin Theroux?
No way.
He was married to, I feel like, Drew Barrymore for a minute, or maybe he was just
Jennifer Aniston, wasn't it?
He was in The Leftovers. Yes, Aniston, correct. He was in The Leftovers.
Yeah, but no. But who was he in the show?
He's Mr. House.
The computer screen.
At the end, the guy with the computer screen, the guy with like the pencil thin mustache.
I thought that was him, and then I was like, no, it's not him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no shit. Writer, Tropic Thunder.
Right? How nuts is that? Great movie.
Yeah, he wrote. He was one of the writers on Tropic Thunder. He was also a producer on it. Wild.
Excuse me.
Wow. Wild. Okay, so as somebody who has never played this game before and knows nothing about it, I watched the last 2 episodes with Steve, who is more on y'all's level. So I'm sitting there and he goes, super mutant. And I'm like, you can't just scream things out at the screen. I don't know what you're saying. And he's super mutant. That's what it is. And I go, you have to explain to me like I'm a kindergartner. And he's like, well, in the game, they're some of the toughest players or something. I can't remember what he said because he started going off and I was like, okay. But I was waiting and for me not knowing anything and having this little brief thing where they put the uranium in the ghoul, right?
Yeah.
I was like, so what does that do? And I'm pretty sure he just tuned me out at this point and wanted me to stop talking. So that uranium, does it heal everything? What? I don't understand.
Yes, but at a cost. It turns you into a ghoul.
Yeah.
But if you're already a ghoul,
it just heals you.
It just heals you.
So if he gets hurt again, it'll just heal him fast?
Basically, that's why he's been alive for 200 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's more of the story of like how he became a ghoul because they're going to unpack the Cooper Howard storyline throughout multiple seasons, I would assume. We still don't even know, like, because he and his wife right now are working together to get the cold fusion out of Robotech's hands. But in the first episode, when he and his daughter are, at the birthday party and he's doing the thing with the, the mushroom cloud.
Yeah.
I think there's a mention of like his wife and he are separated.
Yeah. That was in the very beginning of the first episode. But yeah, he's doing birthday parties. Like, so you got to think at some point his reputation got just thrown down the drain. And he started doing kids' birthday parties because he was once a famous actor and, the face of Vault Tech and everything. And then at some point they replaced his image with the Fallout boy we know now.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Mr. Big Boy? She always looks like the big boy with a little cow.
Right. Yeah. No,
sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and my hair will just, because like from sleeping, my hair just naturally does that little like fucking Jimmy Neutron cowlick thing. And it's wild. I'm glad that it's
iconic.
Yeah. Well, hasn't really pulled down the love from the ladies recently, but one day when I find somebody who's really into Mr. Big Boy.
Yeah. Find a gamer girl who's really into Fallout.
There you
Wouldn't
go.
that be nice? The old gamer
Ladies,
girls.
he is newly single.
Yes.
But yeah, so there's a lot that's unanswered, and I think that they will take a few seasons to really tell that story. But I'm excited to see all the stuff that they keep bringing up and like new things and new locations they're going to. There'll probably be a big reveal at the end of this one of where they're going next. And we don't know if it'll be a familiar location or if it'll be somewhere completely new. Because in the games, I know we've seen New Vegas, we've seen Washington, and we've seen Boston. At least that was 3, 4, and New Vegas. And then Fallout 76, I think, was West Virginia, which is a good game.
I believe so. I only played Fallout 4. I'm much more, if I'm going to go RPG, I'm much more Witcher.
Yeah,
Wild Hunt.
Witcher's a great game too.
Fucking great game. Good show too.
I'm asking from the Fallout gods is to keep the dog alive.
Dog meat?
Yeah. Because if you get rid of that dog, I will stop watching. If you kill that dog off, I will stop watching.
But I can't handle when they kill dogs in shows.
No.
Yeah. But to answer your question about the super mutants, they're basically a race of humans that were mutated into the mutants that they are now. I believe it was a Vault-Tec experiment that caused it.
Yes.
So it wasn't just radiation.
There's a lot of lore to lean on with this. And like one of those is, they were creating those. That's also how the Brotherhood of Steel got started, because they explain it in the past couple episodes. The first guy who was wearing like the suit went in to liberate some scientists, found out that the scientists were doing horrible shit, and then killed all the scientists. And that the horrible shit they were doing was creating the super mutants. And right then the bombs went off and he just created the Brotherhood of Steel with all his soldiers that were there.
Yeah. There is so much lore in those games. I don't have, like, I sit there and I'm like, okay, here's some more stuff I got to read. But like, I always love you go into one of the vaults or something and the computers all say the same thing, like the daily logs. It's like, injected specimens, 003 with, this XYZ drug today. And then like the next day, it's like starting to look like it's a little angry. And I'm paraphrasing, of course. And then like the last one's like, it got out, help. Like they're all like that. It's just you read, it's like, okay, what thing just killed everybody in this place?
We're going to try to do something. It might not have worked. It did not work.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, there's so much, because you can read, there's just stuff littered everywhere that you can read in the game that gives you more of the story of what happened after the bombs fell. And there's probably people out there who have read every single thing in those games. I am not one of them, because that's the part where I'm like, skip, go to the next thing.
It depends on how I'm playing. Like if the gummy, or if I just hit a bowl right before I'm playing and that's all I want. Like this is the time where I set an alarm and throw my phone across the room. You know how it is in real estate. The phone is never fucking off.
Yeah.
And I can just zone in. I will read everything. I will accomplish like one task, because I'm replaying Witcher 3 right now, and it's taken me forever because I'm just traipsing through the forest and reading little notes and riding roach to and fro.
Yep.
And then seeing like CGI boobs.
Yeah, that's the hard part about those games. Not seeing the boobs. It's all the lore. It's all
boobs
the lore.
Always fun.
The boobs are there. Great additions.
Usually two of them. It's a big fan.
Great additions to the games. But yeah, reading all the lore, especially in the open world games, because they just leave it everywhere, and you're kind of like, I want to know what's going on. Like, tell me more about the story.
Hollywood's hit a absolute gold mine with RPGs because everything's already written. Fuck it. There's a writer's strike. You're good. This whole 6 seasons is already done.
Well, that's why Henry Cavill, one of the reasons anyways, he left The Witcher was because he wanted them to follow the books. And they were like, no, we're going to do our own story. And he was like, well, that's not how it goes. That's not right. So he got kind of mad about it. And he was like, well, if you're not going to do the actual story, like, I don't want to be a part of it.
And then they hired the pinky toe of Steph's loves, Liam Hemsworth.
Yep.
He's
not a top 5.
Paul Rudd is another one, just to throw it out there.
Paul Rudd? Yeah. Good looking man. Get a good looking man. Favorite Paul Rudd movie?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Oh, I know. I'm just got to think of the name of it. Role Models.
That's going to be brought up later. Man, I loved him in Wanderlust. It did.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
With Jennifer Aniston and Justin Theroux.
They joined the commune.
No, I'm not a huge Aniston fan these days.
Yeah, but you should watch that movie. It's actually really funny. I fell in love with Paul Rudd in Clueless.
Of course, we all did. A lot of people don't know this, but that is where stepbrother porn started.
I believe that.
Yeah,
100%. No, that's true. Don't nod. Like I'm saying something serious.
I actually am like, yeah, that makes sense.
Listen, we talked a couple episodes ago about how Ninja Turtles started bondage.
Yeah.
So
we're all about the
really
conspiracies here.
Mm-hmm.
When Raph was all wrapped up?
Well, I'm just talking more about the cartoons. April always being tied up and stuff.
She was always tied up.
Always.
April O'Neil in the cartoons. That yellow jumpsuit.
Yeah. Who knew?
She
Who knew a
was doing.
yellow jumpsuit could be that sexy?
Casey fucking Jones knew. He's hockey night in
you're
Canada
right.
for him.
Oh my
You're
God.
right. He saw it. He was like, I'm into this. Let's make it happen.
What's my competition? A bunch of fucking amphibians with squirrel penises? It's not going to work.
Yeah.
He had them.
No. Okay, let's talk about Traitors. We'll get to Traitors.
Okay.
That works great.
Yes.
Okay.
Can we pause for a second? I've got to go pee. For you guys can talk Traitors.
We will talk Traitors. Yeah, you do your thing.
Yeah.
I know, so we can cut this.
I'm not going to, but that's cool.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's staying on there.
Then I'm just going to pee with the things in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can mute us.
I think it's on his computer, probably. I don't know.
Oh,
Either way, bring us with. So, anyways, Traitors.
Okay, got spicy this week.
Holy shit. Okay, so you were telling me before I had watched it, because you had already seen it. You were like, dude, shit got fucking real.
Yep.
The dinner, the banquet they had.
The black banquet, yeah.
Yeah, they had the black banquet where they had to the Traitors had to get someone to touch a jewel, and whoever did would be murdered, basically.
Yeah.
So it was a murder in plain sight, is what they call it.
Yes.
And Jam was the one who got taken.
I was so sad because I've really come to like Jam and was rooting for him. And his little speech at the table where he's like, I consider you all my family. You have a brother in Puerto Rico. And then Lisa Rinna fucking kills him.
Yeah.
I understand it's the game, but I was like, no, not Jam.
I know. I didn't like him at first. He grew on me.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Lisa Rinna, saying that she did everything and she played the bad guy. It's like, well, girl, you were the one that volunteered for this. Like,
right. She said, she was like, well, I was really annoyed when she said that. She was like, I did it all. Like, I did everything on my own and all that. You told them you would do it.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
And 3 people can't do that. It's not possible. And I'm sorry. Kim, our sister, has been watching this and she does not like Rob. And I was like, I love Rob and I think Rob is playing a very good game. And she's like, why wouldn't he get out another faithful and then double down and take out Lisa in the next round? And I was like, Lisa was cooked. As soon as Jam was killed, Lisa's time was up. And I think he did the right thing by sticking with what he was doing and saying, the most powerful thing he said, as a faithful, it's my job to get out traitors.
Yeah. But I think Candace fucked him.
Candace did fuck him. And now Candace thinks that he's after her. But I think it can be switched because people will say like, oh, well, Candace was sticking up for Lisa the whole time.
Yeah. So, yeah, Rob is going to have to turn on Candace.
Yep.
He's going to have to.
Yep.
Because that's the only way to save himself now with his name being thrown out by her.
Yep.
Because the suspicion's already going to start being on him. Nobody was suspicious of Rob in the beginning. But if she hadn't thrown his name out there, he probably wouldn't be a suspect.
Right.
But she threw his name out. So if they catch her, they're going to start to connect the dots of like, hey, like this was traitor on traitor actions.
Yeah. Now, if they play it smart, they get another faithful out this week. And if he can let, like, I don't know how it's going to go. But Rob,
so are you guys rooting for the traitors or the faithful?
The traitor. Because I think, have you been watching it or no? You haven't watched it, right?
I'm aware of it. Molly was really into it, and I know Ron Funches was on it, and he's brilliant.
Yeah. He got voted off unnecessarily. He was targeted. But The one traitor, Rosh, I don't know how to say it. He was playing up until now a flawless game. He had the faithfuls on his side. He had the traitors on his side, but they voted out Lisa Renna, who is a traitor. And Rob was the one that doubled down and helped get her out. But then Candace, because you put someone's name on there of who you want to vote out.
Yeah, I know the basic premise of it. I watched a couple episodes.
So
I just don't know these names.
So Candace put Rob's name on there knowing he's a traitor and basically like said, fuck you, I'm going this way.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not sure how he's going to turn around. And Candace is playing stupid like, oh, she's like, well, Colton has to be a traitor and Rob and Colton are really close. So I think if they get Colton out next, there's a way to save it. So he says he's a faithful. People will be like, oh, wait, actually, Rob might be a faithful.
Are these all celebrities?
That's a loose term.
Reality stars.
Not just as a celebrity. He's been on a bunch of stuff.
Mostly reality stars. Sometimes they have political figures. Sometimes they have actors. But it's a majority reality TV stars.
So you're saying like things like Colton. Is that The Bachelor Colton? It's the only semi-famous Colton I know.
Mm-hmm. You nailed it. But
I was married for 5 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Watched a lot of girl shows.
But yeah.
Not saying reality TV is exclusively girl shows.
Yeah. Well, I have to ask my wife. My wife gives me like the histories of everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She was like, oh yeah. She's like, let me tell you about Colton. Here's what happened is that he, was on The Bachelor. He married this girl or whatever. And then like found out he was gay or like something happened. And then they're like, oh yeah, now he's gay. I'm like, man, like a lot of shit happened. And that was all after the show.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's played too hard and too fast. However, getting Lisa out was good, but now he's going in really hard again. And I think Johnny was the one that was like, this is giving me a bit of an ick.
I'm straight, but if I had to be on The Bachelor with a bunch of hot dudes hanging around a pool all day with just like one girl walking around, maybe I'm gay. Let's see where this goes.
Well, he was the one that chose the girls. He was the Bachelor.
Oh, that's right. He was the Bachelor. Oh, yeah, that's fun then.
Yeah. So,
well, then he's pretty gay then.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you're going to ignore the entire scope of Bachelor ladyhood, then that is the ultimate test.
It really is.
Like graduating from Jenny Craig and walking through a fucking Dunkin' Donuts. I don't need any of you sweet little bastards.
Like maybe that's what made him gay. He was like there. He's like, I can't deal with these ladies and their drama shit.
There's only so much girl I can handle. You know what? That's very big too.
Yeah. He's sitting there. I don't know how many they have. 50 women, something like that.
25, but
I've never seen the show. But that being around that much estrogen for that long is just like, it's too much.
I lived in a
humans aren't
house.
meant to combine like that. Yeah, that's it. Nor should like one woman be around that many dudes that much.
Yeah,
it's just too much.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot for anybody. Like I need a nice healthy mix.
Too much of a good thing.
Be like, camera guy, come over here and talk with me for a little bit. I need someone to not say something stupid to me for a while.
Hey, camera guy, did you see James Harden got traded? Can we just talk about it just for a little while? By the way, he did. He just got traded to Cleveland. I read that while I was peeing. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Do you read things while you pee?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Good.
No.
Not a bad person.
Yeah. That's when I get most of my reading done. Catch up on the world events.
Yeah.
Just download information right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the Google phone
Mitch
is
McConnell's going to die. Huh. Shake it off.
Speaking of tragic deaths.
Catherine O'Hara.
Our queen
Canada's
icon.
mom.
Yep. She was, gosh, I don't know. She's been in like every movie that I've ever loved. She was, Beetlejuice really started it off for me.
Home Alone.
She's just an icon. And I posted a reel the other day where somebody asked her, what's the role you want to be remembered for the most? And she goes, a mother to my kids. And I'm like, right there, that's a classy lady. She's not like, oh, I want to be remembered as, Moira or Lydia's mom or whatever the case is. She's like, that's what I want to be remembered for. And I go, to the end, just a classy broad.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Well, she was on SCTV with John Candy and Eugene Levy and everybody.
Everybody.
went on to have a huge career.
Martin Short.
Yeah, Martin Short. She just went on to have such a huge career. Never really like I want to say like never really the title character, right?
No, she didn't have any starring vehicles with her.
No.
Or if she did, they were not as memorable as her side characters.
Yeah. But she was always very eccentric, always very funny, but in almost a dry way.
Yeah. I was listening to Conan O'Brien's podcast with her and Eugene Levy getting interviewed. And she was talking about one of her methods and how she came up with that voice for Moira. And she said, if you're ever in doubt, just go crazy. Just play it crazy. And she plays this ridiculous character. And like that voice, it's not mid-Atlantic. It's not English. It's not American. It's just this talking like this voice.
Yeah. I actually
Fold it in, David.
I just restarted watching it, and just, I saw that she passed, and I was like, let's just, in her honor, because I love that show, and it still, every time, she still cracks me up. She is just that great of an actress, and her and Eugene Levy together are such a great duo. They're like the Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki. Throwback. It's, it's very, they just work well together, and I was very upset. I don't know exactly what happened. Something with her heart, I believe.
I thought I saw that there was something not normal, but I don't care. It's the same thing like when Rob Reiner passed and his son committed the murder.
Yeah,
that's awful. I don't want to know how they died. I would like to know how they lived. If they're gone, they're gone. That's it.
Yeah,
we're all going to die eventually,
right?
Except for Madonna.
Yeah, she's just aging in reverse. But yeah, that was definitely one that hit me a little harder this week. And I know Adam, us growing up in a very Beetlejuice household, Deo, I mean, she killed it in Deo, that dancing. I was going to recreate that in a reel. Stay tuned.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tag the show. Yeah, she was
always be plugging.
Yeah, come on. What are you doing? But yeah, she was so iconic. She was in so many Christopher Guest movies, that Best in Show, The Mighty Wind, and of course that was that whole SCTV crew was on there. Eugene Levy was in all of those. Catherine O'Hara.
Guest was brilliant. All of the Guest mockumentaries. Best in Show is great. Waiting for Guffman is fantastic. But A Mighty Wind, I just love the folk of it all. I think it's fun. There's another cult for you.
Yeah.
I think it's not Fred. Jane Lynch was in basically like a cult thing.
Oh yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Which movie?
Rewatch A Mighty Wind. You might
have to rewatch it.
A little onesie, just right down here.
Yeah,
like a man from Texas when he sees the Alamo. Just one manly tear.
Well, and of course, Spinal Tap, one of the great ones.
That's great.
But yeah, Catherine O'Hara was a really sad one, and that one hurts a lot because she was still killing it even in her 70s.
Just great. Just fantastic actress and human all around.
Yeah.
So now we just need to figure out who else is going to die, because it's the rule of 3.
There was another one who had just died too.
Who was the
equal
first?
level of fame?
Who was the first this year?
I feel like the 3 has to be within like a couple week period.
There was 2 there was Catherine O'Hara and there was one other.
I'm shooting for Kevin Sorbo. Let's take Hercules out.
So we actually did an interview with
Kevin Sorbo.
No, he was in the movie of the director, producer
that we interviewed.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Okay, good for him.
Let's see.
Check it out.
Was this like a new Sorbo movie?
Chef de l'Apocalypse. It's
Cuisine de l'Apocalypse.
Yeah, I was like, that's not right. Cuisine. I'm sorry. Again, it's late.
I think it's free on Amazon. It was kind of a goofy movie, and I really loved it.
You'd probably like it, Alex.
Probably.
I like movies. I watch cinema.
It's basically every apocalypse has happened, and this one guy is trying to start a cooking show during the apocalypse. It's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. I love a good apocalyptic show.
Yeah. Go check it out. Cuisine de God, I can do it. Cuisine de la Apocalypse on Amazon.
I say it 11 times hanging upside down.
Yeah.
I clearly cannot say it. I watched the show or the movie a couple times and I interviewed them. I apologize to our previous
guest. It up during the interview, because that's really all that matters. If you can't hit a T-ball, that's whatever, as long as you're hitting home runs in the World Series.
Yeah, no, then I had it.
When the big game hits, when the lights are on, you're fucking on.
Yeah. But that'll wrap up that part. So last thing, we're gonna spend a little time. So I'll give you the backstory on this. I've been watching Funny or Die videos, which I love. I love them. They're so good. But they had a whole segment. I think it was about 50 or so videos of Zach Morris's trash.
Mm-hmm.
And I've basically been watching all of them, and they're so funny because it's just talking about how Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell was very selfish, and all the things that he did basically got his friends in trouble, but somehow it all still worked out for him in the end. And basically he was a douchebag to his friends. But the videos were really funny, and I was thinking, like, what are some shows that just did not age well? Shows and movies.
Yeah.
Because, Saved by the Bell wasn't as bad. It was still in that like 90s realm where a lot of times they were trying to push a message, but the way that they pushed the message didn't always work out so great. It's their very special episodes, I guess you'd call them.
But did it not work out great now? Like, I mean, that's always the thing of what point of hindsight becomes clear.
I know.
It's 2020, but it depends very much on your distance from the subject.
Right. So I would have to go back and watch Saved by the Bell to see if it really did not age well, or if it was just really he was a douchebag.
Both,
but
probably.
Yeah, I like both.
Yeah, because I mean, he was being very tricky and manipulative to try to get women to sleep with him and everything. Which, I mean, I guess is premise of a lot of shows nowadays. But
but a lot down.
I don't know.
It was escapism because they were cool in high school, and I mean, Tiffany Amber Thiessen, and Elizabeth Berkley, and oh god, what's Lisa's name? You know, she was dating him the most of that series.
Zach?
Really?
The actress who played Lisa and the actor who played Zach were dating throughout most of the series.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
But anyways, for the subject, movies and shows that did not age well. No, you're fine. This is how we do this show.
Adam just brings us back. That's all.
Yeah, that's my job as like moderator, I guess. I don't know. Whatever it is.
That's the host's job.
Moderator, host, I don't know. But I'll start it off, and I think the first one I'm going to bring up is Animal House.
Mm-hmm.
I love the movie, but it would not survive in today's world. There's a lot of scenes in that movie that you go back and you look at and you're like, this is not okay. Specifically, the one I'm thinking of is where he's got the girl in his room and she gets drunk and passes out with her top off. And he has a devil and an angel. I'm going to say this. It's a hilarious scene. I crack up every time I watch it. But it is wrong. But it's basically a devil and angel saying, like, for him to go ahead and do her, it's okay. She's passed out. That alone right there makes it a very...
But he makes the right call.
He does make the right call.
He puts her in a shopping cart and pushes her into front of her house.
And then they make it even worse by you finding out that she's 15.
Yeah.
So, and then he runs away with the 15-year-old.
At the end, yes.
Yes, at the very end. So, but certain things in there are just so wrong. When they go to the bar with those girls from that one college and everything.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the racial tension scene in a different bar. Yeah,
it's such a funny
scene. Dates.
It's such a funny scene, and for the times, but it. Because that movie came out in the 80s, but I think took place in the 60s.
Yeah, it came out in 80, I think 1980, 81.
Yeah.
Right early there.
Yeah.
And because it came out before Vietnam, because they said the Kevin Bacon character or one of them that was the bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
Got killed by his own men in Vietnam.
So we're probably in the 60s there. So interesting that regardless, that it's just one of those movies that sticks in my mind. Still one of my favorite movies of all time, but would probably not be received well if made today in the exact same way.
Oh no, that would be canceled so fast by the culture that we have out there.
No,
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think, Steph, you and I were talking about this the other day. My ritual recently is I'm watching the Mel Brooks documentary on HBO. And I'm just watching it like for 10 minutes at a time. When I eat dinner every night, I'll watch 10 minutes of it. And because it's not something I want to sit through the entire thing, but I can do 10 minutes of it. It's nice dinner fare. They're talking about making Blazing Saddles. And I was thinking, it's not, they couldn't make it back then either. They say, oh, you couldn't make Blazing Saddles now. They couldn't make it then. He just did. Like really good comedy, really rug pull, fart around a campfire comedy can't be made, shouldn't be made. That's why it's so fucking funny. As long as they're remembering like to punch up, and you could still use taboo subjects and punch up at the same time, as long as you know who you are punching. You don't want to hit the guy with the speech impediment. You want to hit the funny thing that the speech impediment did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that one, and Blazing Saddles, again, one of my favorite movies. And I have to watch the Mel Brooks documentary still, and I will. It was good. Yeah. Watch the Gene Wilder one if you have a chance. That was a really good. So
love
good.
Wilder. I read his book a couple of years ago.
Oh, I didn't even know he had a book.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. When I say I read, I listened to the
audiobook. Yeah, sure.
Book. Yeah.
But yeah, Blazing Saddles, it was perfect for its time when it came out. It could probably not be made today because they have to I feel like they almost take a more serious approach to that period of time, right? You got Django Unchained, great movie, but they took it a lot more serious with the slavery and everything than Mel Brooks did. But at the same time, he was kind of I can't find the word. Satirizing. Thank you. He was satirizing a lot of it.
All correct conjugations, guys.
Yeah. We'll get there. But they were satirizing a lot of it, and it was a blow to racists with the movie. To be listen, go hand in hand, work together type of thing. And,
I think it actually stopped racism. I'm not sure. I'll have to check my notes.
Yeah.
But I do believe that Blazing Saddles knocked it out. We're good now, as far as I've seen.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a thing anymore, right?
I don't think so.
No.
But then again, I do a lot of drugs.
Yeah. So, yes. But it is a great movie. But I don't think it could be... let me rephrase. I don't think anybody could have made that movie except for Mel Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
And
he doesn't take anything seriously. I mean, how often does he put Hitler in his stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, the producers, they literally made a musical of Springtime for Hitler.
And it's hilarious. It's great.
You satirize power, and sometimes power is bad, and sometimes power is good. You satirize whatever the power is.
Right.
Yeah.
And tear it to pieces. Chaplin did that. I mean, when he did The Great Dictator, that was fucking amazing. You guys ever seen The Great Dictator?
No.
I think it's The Great Dictator. Yeah. Chaplin does, he's making fun of Hitler, but he comes up with it, and he did it before America actually entered World War II. And the whole thing's he's fake country, but he's playing, I feel like he's doing the dual roles, like the country mouse and the city mouse, but they look alike. So he's a regular guy, and the regular guy looks just like the Hitler character, and he replaces him. And there's a fucking brilliant speech at the end of it. If you're stoned or drunk sometime and you want to feel something, because that's all you can. That's the only way you can feel, kids.
That's it.
Get in touch with your emotions. He does a beautiful speech. Yes, they do. He does a beautiful speech at the end about kindness and human compassion. And it's so interesting to see the Little Tramp and dressed up as Hitler giving this amazing speech. That's also the iconic movie where he's bouncing the globe all around.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I know way too much about a little bit of everything So don't start any subject about anything. Because like, well, actually, so I'm good at crosswords.
Yeah, the biggest downside about Blazing Saddles is that you can't. It's not a quotable movie for people with our skin pigment.
No.
Like the best parts are you cannot say those quotes. It is not okay. But it is so great, and they did such a great job with the movie. Steph, it's your turn. What do you got?
Well, I've been going back and forth. I'll bring this one up later, but I was doing a little bit of research, and Revenge of the Nerds came up.
Yeah.
And Revenge of the Nerds is, a feel-good movie. It's the nerds coming back after the jocks, getting the girls. But if you really look at it, it's a lot of things that really aren't great. Like, I don't know, when the nerd has sex with Bunny, or what's her name?
I don't know, but he was definitely dressed like her boyfriend.
Yeah. And tricks her into having sex with him. And then, they ended up together, so that's great. But that's a bit rapey.
It's a lot bit rapey.
Yeah. And then
word that rhymes with grape.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So then the other part of it, which I found was interesting, I was on Reddit and somebody brought this up and they said, the nerds are getting revenge on the jocks. And it's their comeuppance. But really, they do it by using the girls and using the girls' naked pictures in the pies and doing the panty raids and like all these things. So they target the girls to get back at the guys, but they don't go right after the guys. And it's like a lot of those things. Alex was in a fraternity. I was in a sorority. A lot of those things don't really happen in those times. I know everybody wants to think like we do like naked pillow fights. That's not a thing. Never
you
once.
Didn't?
No.
We did, but it was part of initiation. It was
Let's go, guys.
We had fun. We drank out of a boot, touched each other's penises, but it's brotherhood.
To the elephant walk.
Yeah, the elephant walk.
Little elephant walk. Little ookie cookie.
Oh, gross. But yeah, I just found it was interesting that, they were trying to give the nerds their due, but then at the expense of the women. Which, listen, those women were not nice to the guys, and I get that. So I didn't feel that bad. Maybe about the grape, but
so you're saying they deserved it.
It does sound like it.
Yeah, it sounds like you're saying they
dress like that, walking around the fair that way. Wow.
I'm not saying they deserved it, but like maybe if they had been nicer, they wouldn't have been the catalyst to piss off the jocks. The other thing too.
For this.
Huh?
You're gonna get canceled for that.
Can't
say that. Plain.
You're fine. It's whatever. It's a movie I'm just saying, don't be bitchy to everybody. And it's karma. That's just the law of the world.
Speaking as the short, loud, chubby guy my whole life, yes, I agree. Stop being mean to people and just date us. The tall guys don't, they're mean. You just date us shorter, chubby guys, and then you won't get raped. That's what I heard you say. That's what I heard.
Moral of the story, I guess. The other thing too that they have the gay guy in there, and they make him Lamar. They make him very flamboyant. They do the limp wrist, his talking, his fashion. And what I do love is that the nerds don't blink twice, right? They go, yeah, we accept everybody. Come on in, come and join us. But it's like they really overemphasize the stereotypes of a gay man. And I feel like that wouldn't track as well in today's world if you had a straight man playing a gay man in that fashion. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I agree completely. It's funny. You brought up a really good point. They just accept him, but they accept him as a nerd. So in that movie, look at the nerds. You've got Anthony Edwards and one of the Carradine brothers.
Yeah.
Who were the nerds, like your typical pocket protector nerds.
Yeah. Keith Carradine.
Keith Carradine, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. One of them choked themselves to death while they were jerking off.
That was David.
Oh.
Well, R.I.P., buddy. Always go for that one last loop. And then the gay man, Lamar, the spazoid kid with the fucking spiky hair.
Yeah.
The child. And then the Asian guy. Booger. And what the fuck was Booger? What's his nerdness? He's just gross. He's the Big Ben character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
basically.
they were all like nerds, but they weren't nerds. Only 2 of them were real nerds. The rest of them were just fucking outcasts of natural society at the time.
Yeah.
And then who the jock was that guy? So John McGinley, he's in Shrinking. He's just always good looking.
Wait,
God,
the one that was in...
Oh,
he's Jefferson Darcy.
Yes.
In Married
Jeff,
Children.
Yes, Jeff. He's my favorite character.
Coach was John Goodman.
Yep.
Had a lot of people in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That he was my favorite person in Shrinking. He's like my life goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like,
he's just so pleasant.
Hey, Bonnie. No, we don't like her. Hey, go suck a dick,
Fuck
Bonnie.
you, Pam. Yeah.
So great. Fuck you, Pam.
Yeah, there's a new season of that out. I've been rewatching the second season.
Is it out yet?
I think it is. Seen enough ads. That's how I know things are about to come out, is because when I start seeing more and more ads for them on my reels.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, something's happening.
Such a good show, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Revenge of the Nerds is definitely one that did not age well.
Oh, God.
In many, many forms. There was another one kind of along those same lines. I'm trying to remember what it was.
So I had one because...
Go for it.
I was trying to find, the other angle on this. And I was thinking things that didn't age well, but also things you couldn't do now. Hopeful television. I think the last at least 5 years, 10 years of America have made us a lot less hopeful, a lot more cynical. So we require our TV shows and our characters to be more Tony Soprano than, I don't know, somebody nice. Tony Shalhoub. Because there's a really great YouTube all about the rise and fall of the USA Network and their Blue Sky Television with Monk and remember Psych?
Yeah, I love Psych.
Would Psych make it today?
It's
too happy, too joyful. People would be like,
it's not serious enough.
It's not serious enough. There's no edge. Sean and Gus, every single episode, are the exact same characters. And it's great, and we love them. But there's no depth to either one of them. And now I think people want that. So it's like the simplicity of TV shows, the simplicity sometimes of movies, we'll never see that again. It didn't age well because we got much more cynical and dark.
It's funny, and I've got proof of that too. Did you know that there's a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot?
Yes, I did.
And it is a very serious drama.
Yes, it is.
Not a funny multicam sitcom like it was when Will Smith was on it.
But he's still an executive producer on it.
I've never actually seen the show, but I saw trailers for it. I think it was on Peacock or something. But anyways, it's called Bel-Air. But I mean, it's pretty serious. There's like gang shit going on. But you took the fun sitcom that was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that I could pick up and watch any episode and enjoy it. And you tried to make it serious, and to me, I don't even want to watch the show because I grew up with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and it was amazing.
Did you watch the reunion show for Fresh Prince?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
was it good?
Oh, when they start talking about James Avery, like Uncle Phil, I mean, just broke me in half. Because think about what's the most iconic scene from Fresh Prince?
It's the one with his dad. Where he's like, why doesn't he love me?
Why don't he want me?
Why doesn't he want me? Yeah.
That's a great, and it's such a silly show, but that had so much heart.
Yeah.
But everything else, you're right. 5 minutes later, Jazz is getting thrown out the front door.
Right. Or Will Smith is breaking the fourth wall saying, hey, that was one of the best things. He's like, we so rich, why don't we have a roof? And they camera pans up to show the studio lights.
Yeah, dude, you should watch the reunion because they go into how when that show came out, it was supposed to be just whatever, but they came upon the idea of yes, it's going to be filmed before a live audience, but we want to make it a party for the audience. So you get the crowd on your side, and you get everybody going with the winks and the asides to the crowd, and I think they had opening acts and really riled the crowd up before they filmed, and I think that the actors fed on it. I mean, good God. Dun, 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 dun. So they do the dance?
Yeah.
Monto, jump on it.
Yeah. And I think a lot of those multicam sitcoms did that. I know Roseanne did that. They had like warm up acts and everything that were to get the audience like already in the laughing mood. So they would have like comedians come out and do like a 15-minute set. But yeah, I mean that show changing into that, I think they did one. They did the Pink Ladies too. They had a Pink Ladies show. I think it was on Peacock as well, along the same lines. Yeah. So that's what I was
thinking. Like,
along the same lines, they made it very serious. It's not a musical. It's like very serious about like teenage girls in the 60s, I want to say. Yeah.
That's funny. It also reminds me, Steph, when we were talking, that's another thing. You brought up Roseanne, Adam. That's another thing we don't do anymore is shows about poor people.
Oh, yeah.
Network television show about poor people. Find one for me right now. Everything is people that they say is middle class, but they've got the way that most people live on network television is not middle class, or it's just some NCIS clone or some 911 clone. And let's be honest, how many more fucking 911s do we need? Is the real problem with the world right now is how many fucking 911s? Because if this much trouble is having that Rob Lowe needs to be down in Austin, Texas, we've got bigger shit. I mean,
yeah. No, absolutely. Roseanne was so good for so many reasons, but you're right. A lot of the show was them and their struggles as a middle class family. Dan losing his job. They bought a motorcycle shop at one point and he had to sell it because it wasn't making money. There was some kind of economic downturn at one point, and Roseanne had to take over as like the breadwinner with her soup sandwich shop, if I'm remembering that correctly.
Yeah, she worked in a deli with, I want to say Sandra Bernhard.
Yeah.
Worked in there with her.
Maybe.
Because it was the first girl-on-girl kiss on TV.
Yeah, but didn't she end up buying it?
Yeah.
The last season they won the lottery.
I didn't watch that season.
And Dan died.
Then Dan died, but then in the last episode, basically it's Roseanne, typing out a thing like, oh, by the way, I made up that whole last season. It never really happened. Dan died and I've been in depression ever since.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Yeah. But there's no like Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah. Another great show.
They were broke. They were doing everything they could to make ends meet. And you compare that with your modern families where they took a fucking vacation to Disney World every 3 episodes.
Yeah.
You don't get to see poor people anymore. And maybe that's intentional.
Yeah. People don't want to see that.
No, but those were definitely like Married with Children. That was classic comedy. I mean, you had Al Bundy and then trashy Peggy Bundy and her leopard print.
I will never to this day get over Al Bundy not wanting to fuck Peggy Bundy. Katie Seagal is a goddess. That woman has a beautiful singing voice, fantastic body, beautiful face. And Al's just sitting on the couch with his hand in his pants, dreaming about some chick he saw in the shoe store. You got Peggy Bundy right there. You can go score 4 fucking touchdowns in her polk eye. Sorry. Yeah. But that is a big one for me.
Yeah. Well, talk about shows that didn't age well. That one is one that would not be well received nowadays, even though they represent just about everybody in that show. You had you had Darcy, who was the ultra feminist, and you had Al, who was like the slob husband.
His best friend Griff was a black man. Yeah.
There was like a lot of people were represented in that, but it was the things that were said. And I love watching clips from it because it's so funny. It's just absolutely hilarious the way he just puts people down. Like, it's wrong. And he's not the person you're supposed to like necessarily root for, but it's pretty funny because he is a scheming bastard at times.
I want to say that the same guy who created Married with Children went on to later create, or at least work on, My Name is Earl and Raising Hope. Have you ever seen Raising Hope?
I haven't seen Raising Hope.
So worth it. If you like shows like Malcolm in the Middle, Raising Hope is great. Garrett Dillahunt deserved multiple Emmys for his hilarious work. Martha Plimpton won an Emmy for it. And it just silly, trashy people, but love, heart, and wacky. Oh, Cloris Leachman.
Yeah,
there's some
Cloris.
Mel Brooks right there. She plays basically the same role that she plays in Malcolm in the Middle, like the crotchety older, matriarch.
She was the best.
If you want to see her in something funny, she was in Celebrity Wife Swap. You got to watch her in that one.
Like a reality show?
Yeah. Look for Cloris Leachman in Celebrity Wife Swap.
She killed it. She's brilliant.
It's fucking genius. She just yells at the husband. I forget whose husband it is.
I would be so happy if my wife suddenly became Cloris Leachman.
Yeah.
We just talk about Young Frankenstein for hours.
Yeah. She was so damn funny. I'm so excited for the revival of Malcolm in the Middle. I'm just sad that she will not be there because she was the best as she was like the angry old, I want to say German lady.
It seems German, but I think it was like some Eastern European, Albanian kind of like.
It seemed a lot of the things she said seemed a lot more like the a little bit more Russian, but I always thought she had more of like a German accent. I don't know.
She's an amalgam of Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
There's some Caucasus Mountains somewhere inside of her.
Yeah. Like she sounded like she was from the Eastern Bloc for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
at some point she had her, ration of rice.
Yeah. But her stuff was always really funny. And the line I'll never forget from her in Malcolm in the Middle was when Malcolm's telling her like, oh, I got to study, I got to read. And she's like, oh, what good are all those books going to do when they send the dogs? It was such a great show. I'm so excited for the revival
of that show.
I know. Yeah. That's one of the ones I would love to go back and rewatch because it was so good.
And I mean, we're skipping the best part. You got fucking Bryan Cranston just absolutely annihilating the role, just like with all earnesty of Hal. Like whatever misadventure he would go off. That's another one. Like when I say like the multiple storylines, Seinfeld did it. The really good comedy shows have multiple characters, each of them starting off the episode with their own storyline. And then through the episode, all of the storylines kind of work together to where they all find themselves at the same point. And, like in Seinfeld, George loses a hat. And then later on, Jerry finds it and Kramer uses it at the end. It's just a combination of all the stories. They used that so brilliantly.
Yes, they did. They did such a good job. Hal was great. Lois was great. Kenneth Mars, because he was in there for the last like 3 or 4 seasons. He was hilarious.
The writer of Springtime for Hitler.
Yep. Yeah. So great. Always fun to see him, especially playing his, little German self. But yeah, Malcolm in the Middle was so good. That's one that I think probably I'd have to go back and watch it, but I think that one probably aged pretty well.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel
like I watched it during the pandemic.
How do you feel about It's Always Sunny? Because that's newer.
I love It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
But
Steph,
there's a lot there's a lot of things in there that can be offensive towards people and doesn't age as well. But it's like Adam's favorite episode when they're talking about the boat.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because of the implication.
Because of the implications. Yeah.
Because of the implications.
And that's again, grape.
Yeah. I think they do a really good job of making the characters the one that the jokes are about. Like they say horrible things, but they're also horrible people.
Yeah.
We'll accept the too far from the too far person.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and I think that's why it works is because they're terrible people. They are the worst people. And that's why they're always getting their comeuppance. Like nothing ever works out for them is because they are shitty people. And I think that's why that show works. It's like, they're not trying to say like, oh, they're good people who do bad things. They're like, no, they're bad people who do bad things. It's just hilarious of all the bad things that happen to them because they're assholes.
Right.
And I think that's why it kind of works. But yes, if you don't know about the implications and you're listening to the show, Google It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia implications and watch that video. Watch it. It's hilarious. It will get you watching It's Always Sunny.
I stepped away from Always Sunny because right before the whole is Mac gay thing or not, I was starting to get kind of annoyed at the show because it was the same thing. It's one of the reasons I didn't watch the later seasons of Eastbound and Down, because there's only so many times you can have a character be redeemed and then go right back to them being the same thing. Like, okay, they're yelling at each other. But I've since come back to Always Sunny and it's great. They're all great. His other shows isn't bad either. The one on Apple TV, Mystic Quest.
Oh, I didn't see it. I think that one just
First
got
couple
canceled.
seasons are good. Danny Pudi, yeah, it's they were there for two seasons. They actually did the only really good. Remember during the pandemic when everybody was like, we have no idea, and we were wiping down groceries.
Yeah,
and everyone did like a pandemic episode.
Yeah,
where it was all just like on screens.
Yeah.
They did, in my opinion, the best fucking version of that. A lot of heart, a lot of silliness. And like I said, Danny Pudi from Community is in it.
I love Danny
another
Pudi.
great show.
Yeah, Community is amazing. It's like my comfort show.
Mm-hmm. And there's so many jokes just layered in there. It's so well written. Harmon, for all of his problems, is fucking brilliant screenwriter.
Yeah, no, he's. I love the show because it is nothing but pop culture, and that's what I love. And I'm like, I get that joke.
Captain America meme.
Yeah, I get that one. Yes. Yeah, that's me. Like pretty much watching Community. It's like I get it. I got that one. Another movie, just to bring us back to the movies that didn't age well, and it's another favorite of mine. I think Steph likes it too. Overboard.
Oh, I love that movie.
With Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
And Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Bang the amnesiac.
Yeah. Just trick somebody into believing that that's their life. It's kidnapping.
Yeah.
They remade the movie.
They did with Anna Faris, and I didn't watch it because I was like, because they gender swapped it.
It was horrible. Don't even bother.
But that is a movie. Yeah. That's a movie that's would not do well today either. And I want to clarify to our audience that when we say that these movies did not age well, they did not age well in the context of where our society is now. For me, they are still favorites of mine, and they are hilarious, and I love them. And when they were made, they were outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you look, like I said, like hindsight matters for the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's at the time we were laughing our asses off. I mean, shit. You saw the first scary movie in theaters, you laughing your damn ass off. You watch it now, and you're like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Waiting.
They're making a new one with the Wayans brothers and Anna Faris and everybody involved again. Regina King's in it.
Yeah. One of the Wayans brothers, I believe, is playing a show at the Hard Rock in Gary soon. I forget which one.
Gary, Indiana.
Yeah. And is it Marlon maybe? I don't know. I forget. But anyway, Waiting is another one that, when you're watching it, especially as Alex and I come from the restaurant bar industry, and that's originally how we met. Hall. And so, for us watching it, there's so much realism. The one scene where the waitress is like up the table and people are asking for ridiculous things, just like, of course, I'll get that right away. My pleasure. And then she turns around and goes in the kitchen. She's like, fuck these people. And fuck. Like, that's me. That is 100% me. I have been there. But it's so relatable. But the jokes that they made in there, the hazing that they did. I mean, I've never seen a chef put pubes on any food, thank God, because I think I would draw the line there. I don't know. Some people, maybe not. But
I put soap on somebody's bread once.
Yeah, that's fine. Just not pubes. How many times
they just had really bad shits.
How many times did we pour the bar mats into a shot for someone we didn't like?
What do we used to call that? It was like the gray snail or something. And
yeah.
There's some shot where you took all the spilled drinks in the bar mat and then you poured it into.
Yeah,
and it was Malort before Malort.
Yep, and you would give it to the people you did not like. And be like, oh, this is on the house.
Sure. Happy birthday, Becky.
Yep. So
here's your free shot.
But Waiting is another one where it's like there were so many jokes that would not track today and would be considered offensive or wrong, or this our woke culture that we have. People would be like, you can't say that to me. I'm going to go tell on you. But back in the day when Alex and I were in the thick of the bartending industry, anything went.
There was no HR stopping us from going on the metaphorical roofs of the bar, if you know what I mean.
Nope.
Well,
there was plenty of snow then.
Yeah.
My heart stopped a few times.
My dad listens to this.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
Sorry, Dad.
Going back to Scary Movie though, because I did want to circle back to that. So that didn't age well, but not because it was offensive. I think it didn't age well because the jokes were very dated, right?
Oh, that's a great point. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing satire like that, satire's got an expiration date on it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Airplane. They were making fun of other airplane movies.
Yeah. I went, I watched, I can't remember, it was this year. I think I watched the first Scary Movie. I'm trying to remember which one I watched. I can play them all in my head anyways, but in any case, some of the jokes that they do in there are spoofs on commercials that aired the year probably prior to that coming out, which were like big commercials that everybody saw, Nike commercials and stuff. But like somebody who's maybe, 15, 16 today watching that movie would be like, I don't get the joke.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. They wouldn't get that. They would probably think it's from The Office.
Honestly.
Yeah. But it was Scary Movie.
To a reference.
Yeah. A Scary Movie 2, though, they had like a whole scene where a basketball comes down the stairs and the little girl goes, "Come play with me." And they did like the Nike commercial. And I remember it vividly in my head because it played all the time of just a bunch of NBA players like just dribbling the basketball, like all fancy. Yeah. And I was like, I remember that. I'm like, but nobody would who was born after probably a few years before that would ever remember that commercial. Like it's research you would have to do to get the joke.
It's a sniper joke. You're only going to hit one small bit, and it's deadly. But
you have to go with the more classic things that people watch. Like when they make jokes about Poltergeist, millions of people have seen Poltergeist. People know Poltergeist, even if you haven't seen it. You know the premise, you know the part of the clown and everything. But you kind of have to go in that direction. But
I'm just thinking about the scene from Scary Movie with the clown.
Yeah. The clown's trying to get away.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but those are great movies. But again, like if you're under 20 right now, you probably don't get some of those jokes.
If you're under 20 right now, what a horrible life. So we've only known the last 20 years of movies, and let's be honest, really the only like last 6 or 7 is when you really start giving a shit about movies. Awful. Just awful.
There has not.
I recommend giving us all your money.
Yes. Send us a DM.
You don't need it, Gen Z.
No.
You're already at the end of the alphabet. Life is over for you.
Yeah. I say 20. It's probably more like 30. I forget how old I am sometimes.
Same. All the time.
I'm like 20. Like that was only 10 years ago. No, it was not.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Right, hold on. Let me fix my hairline for the rest of this.
I know.
Whatever, old man. I'm just going to give you the Gen Z stare. See, that's even too much emotion. Fucking Gen Z stare. I mean, I get it. Again, I get it.
Can you do
this
that
is
again?
All you know.
Can I get a picture of you doing that?
I don't know if I like that.
Perfect. Thank you. It'll be on the podcast.
Good.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, go ahead.
Oh, I was just trying to think of other ones.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think we hit a lot of them. Overboard. I didn't even think about that one though.
That's
nailed it. Fucking nailed it.
Yeah. That one's problematic in a few ways. But I would say that the winner of this is probably Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff. I think that checks enough of the boxes.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of everything that people would hate nowadays.
Yeah, I got to give it to the Reddit community out there when I typed this in. Alex, I think we were on the phone talking and I was like, I'm just going to see what Reddit says. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that because we don't think like that. We don't get offended by stuff because we grew up this way. And so we take everything as this is just comedy. This is supposed to be funny. This is supposed to be satire, and we don't get offended by every comment somebody makes. Whereas a lot of this generation and the younger generations, they get offended by the tiniest things. And it's like, you guys just stop thinking. Just stop thinking and enjoy what's out there. You might actually laugh. I don't know.
But have you seen what's out there?
Yeah.
It's not good.
Well, no, but I'm saying like some of these older movies, just enjoy
Life
it.
got weird. I will say though, coming back to being offended by every little thing, we did start watching Freebird over the weekend.
Oh my God, I did too. Yes.
So funny. Bert Kreischer. It's his new show on Netflix. It is.
Watch it.
It is so funny. It is so funny. But like, I was telling my wife, I was like, I relate to him. I relate to the struggles that he's facing right now. Because he's like, there's a whole scene. I think it was in the first episode where his daughter's being bullied by another girl in high school. And the parents are like big donors to the school. So he tries to call a meeting and like, get to talk to them about everything. And the mom's just sitting there like the mom of the bully girl is like sitting there. She's like, yeah, I was really triggered by this. Oh no, he does a set. He does a whole like stand-up set. And he's like talking shit about the guy and his wife. Cause like after the whole first session where they didn't do anything about the bullying. And then she's like, I was just so triggered when I saw it. And I was like, oh, that word triggered. That word trigger triggers me.
You?
It triggers me. And I'm like, I don't like this person.
No.
But then I know that's the joke,
Yeah. But Alex, definitely watch it. I was laughing the whole time.
What's it on?
Netflix. And
okay.
The Daughters, though, I think the youngest daughter, Isla, is probably one of the funniest parts of the whole show.
I love Isla.
Yeah. She's great. But then I kind of love the mom of the bully girl because I can kind of understand and relate to her where she's like, I know that I have the power, so I'm going to take this over and I'm not going to listen to what you're saying because I don't care. And I have been that person. So I'm like, I get it. But
you realize like she's the shitty person in that situation, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying that part, but where she uses Bert's
Pac-Man
wife.
Jones is in this show?
Huh?
Sorry, go on.
Oh yeah, but
I'm looking up the show.
She's getting Bert's wife to do everything for her because she poisoned her. Basically, I'm like, that's fair manipulation. I appreciate that.
Pac-Man Jones is in this show.
Yeah,
former Dallas Cowboy, not great. Pac-Man Jones.
Yeah, the show is so funny, and I think it just premiered last week or 2 weeks ago. But I love Bert Kreischer. I think he's hilarious. Him and Tom
Van Wilder.
Yeah, him and Tom Segura are like two of my favorite comedians right now. And Tom Segura's show Bad Thoughts, if you haven't seen that one, that is funny, but it will take a certain person to really enjoy that style of humor. I think you got to be a little bit twisted for it. And that's why I liked it. Have you seen that one, Alex?
I haven't.
Oh,
but you're talking about these guys, it's making me think of, did you ever watch Louie?
Yes.
That was a great fucking show.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
That was a great fucking show. And it's so funny. You look back at it now and all you think about is, oh yeah, he used his influence to jerk off in front of people.
Yeah.
And like, but he had something like he has this one episode where he's talking to his daughter. And I don't know how it got to it, but she was jealous of this other girl who had more ice cream. And he was like, you don't look in someone else's bowl to see if they have more than you. You look to see if they have enough. That's all you ever need to do. And I always thought that was nice, like good human interaction thing. And then he jerked off in front of a young comedian and, I think into a plant.
Did away with everything he was trying to teach.
That's how you lose Secret Life of Pets too, buddy.
Yeah.
Get your ass fired for Patton Oswalt fucking second.
Yep. Watch Tom Segura's Bad Thoughts. Second season is coming soon. I think he won like some Emmys for it, but like it's just sketch comedy and the episodes are only like 15, 20 minutes, something like that, where he just does a couple of stories, but they're really, really fucked up and it's hilarious. Like
it's sketch?
Yeah.
So like SNL, Mr. Show style?
Kind of, it's very scripted. It's very scripted. It is shot very professionally. I'm trying to think about it. It's almost like they're like little mini movies, right? But it's just really fucking weird stuff. I'm gonna send you in the group chat. I'm gonna send you
Funny or Die earlier. Did you ever watch College Humor?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
I fucking loved College Humor. Have you noticed? Like, I kind of feel like College Humor was like college, because now I look and see all those guys and they're all doing different things. And I'm like, oh, I remember when we were all in our 20s. You guys were famous. I wasn't, but I remember they were the cool kids. And now I get to see them often. Streeter Seidel's like one of the head writers at SNL now.
Oh, is he?
Jake and Amir started a podcast company.
Yeah. I used to love College Humor. They had so much good stuff on there.
Adam Conover has his own show.
I still watch some of their videos sometimes. They did like some good bits on about the Purge. It was like the Purge in the Office or something. And then they did like a Star Wars spoof. And it was a series of videos.
Yes, the Troopers or something like that.
The Troopers.
Those were really clever.
Those were so funny. I love those. They did a lot of really good stuff. Like Crack.com used to do some really good stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, it's not that great.
I was making videos around that time, and it was always I was so jealous of them because they had so much better funding. Like all of our cameras and everything, or whatever I could scrap together that I didn't spend. I would work a couple shifts, make some money, spend most of it at the bar, take the rest of it to a pawn shop and be like, okay, what audio equipment can I buy now? You know?
Yeah. Well, we talked about Crack.com not long ago, and like it's not as good as it used to be. But all their best writers like left. So like Dan O'Brien, Soren Bowie, both of them, they were amazing, and they've gone on to do bigger things. I think they're award-winning authors now and stuff, but it's not the same. It is very much more of it might have always been, but it feels a lot stronger of a liberal website now. What's the article?
So much comedy has gone so much more political, and they just live there now. I mean, you can't get a cold open on SNL that doesn't have Trump in it. And I was thinking about it. You said something interesting. They're not as funny as they used to be. You know, people always say that about SNL, but it's also like it's not for us anymore. Like comedy is not meant for us. Like you live enough life when you're 24 years old. It's fucking hilarious to see, you know, somebody get made fun of or some bad shit happen to somebody else because you don't have those lived experiences. And now as we get older, we have empathy for people because it's like, oh man, fucking Charlie Chaplin's going to get hit in the nuts here. Poor bastard. I've been hit in the nuts before. You know? And these kids, they're going to love it because they haven't had life destroying them yet to know that it's not always so funny to get hit in the nuts.
SNL still has some winners, though. I will say that. Like, they have some videos that I will rewatch over and over because they're so funny. The Ryan Gosling one with the aliens, the Beavis and Butt.
Oh, yeah, that one.
The alien one is so great with Kate McKinnon. Those ones are really good. A lot of the stuff that Jason Momoa does on there is really good.
He's been a good host.
Yeah, he's been a very good host. They did some really good stuff, and I'll every now and then a clip comes up and I'll watch it because that's my algorithm. It's like, hey, you might enjoy this. I'm like, all right.
Sunday mornings when I'm just like lying there on the couch, I'll just flip through reels and it's like, okay, I'll watch 60 seconds or 3 minutes of a sketch. But
yeah,
I watched over the weekend Cook Off. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's a lot of improv. It has Wendy from Reno 911. Wendy
Wendy McLendon Covey. Yeah.
Yes. And then I am blanking on names tonight. Megan from Bridesmaids. Hold on.
The one that fat girl funny fall down.
Yeah. It's
what is her name? It's not. She was in Mike and Molly.
Yeah. Why can't I think of? Oh my God, she's from Chicago.
Yeah.
But
cousins to Jenny McCarthy. Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
6 degrees of Donnie Wahlberg. We got there.
Ben Falcone is in there. Louis Anderson, Diedrich Bader.
I love Diedrich Bader.
It's a great cast, and I think we watched it on Sunday. I forget when it was made. 2007. But it's like these people, their goal in life is to be a part of this cook-off, and they all have to make these special dishes. And Wendy makes cream corn, and that's her special dish. And then what's the girl's name from the Brady Bunch movie that played Jan?
That is.
Hold on. Jennifer
I don't know,
Elise
but
Cox.
There you go. God,
No,
that's
no.
fucking deep.
No, that's not her.
That's not her.
I was
gonna
just
say,
remember
that's not
Marcia
right.
was Ben Stiller's wife.
Who?
It
Oh.
was Christine
No.
Taylor.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Yeah, Christine Taylor was Marcia.
Right.
Was she Marcia? Oh.
Uh-huh.
Who's okay?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know I can see their faces perfectly.
I know.
No,
I'm trying
yeah,
to think.
it's Jennifer Elise Cox.
Hold on.
Big doe eyes,
Yeah.
I don't know, that's
blonde.
Yeah, that's her. So anyway, so she's in it and she plays the daughter and she just goes off the rails and it's good. I'm telling you, like you
Cook
can
off.
tell the improv in it, and it was fantastic. I laughed a lot. It was one of those movies where you just stop thinking and you just go with it, 'cause it's like it's supposed to be making fun of basically the Minnesota people who are in this cook-off and living for this dream, and these small town people. Melissa McCarthy kills it as always.
Sure. So it's kind of like Drop Dead Gorgeous.
But funnier
Okay.
and more like it's supposed to be like a documentary. So kind of like Office style. Yeah.
Mhm.
Before The Office was.
Gotta love the mockumentary style of filmmaking. It's so much easier to write.
Yep.
Just all you need is just an aside to the camera to explain characters' motivations, and then
Yep.
you can go right back to a 2 or 3 person scene.
That's exactly what it is. And it was, I enjoyed it. I forget what it's on, but I thought about you guys. I was like, oh, I have to bring this up so you guys can watch it and so our viewers can watch it. Again, it's from 2007, so it's old, but it's amusing.
If it predates the financial crisis of 2008, then it is old.
It is.
Yep.
Back when we had hope.
Miss those days.
Oh man.
Young, fresh out of college, graduate, traveling the world. And by the world, I mean to Florida.
A lot of things. Well, Disney's down there. Epcot's in Florida.
You can travel the world
that's
there.
the world.
Yeah.
Right there. You can
Yeah.
be in France, China, anywhere you want to be.
Yeah.
Eat a churro, motherfucker.
My sister and I went to the drinking and eating around the world.
You went to Disney when you were drinking age?
This was like 3 or 4 years ago. So yeah.
Did you go to the Harry Potter thing?
That's why we actually went down there, was to go to Universal. And then we just added in a Disney trip to it, which, by the way, Disney adults, if you tell them you're going to Universal, they are not happy about it. They shun you.
Well, I mean, if
Disney
they're Disney
adults
they're not happy people. I think we would probably just say the same thing.
Yeah.
They're not. Their opinion is not to be taken lightly or seriously at all.
There was a guy, Kim and I were waiting for the bus. We had missed the last bus, so we were waiting for the next one to go back to the hotel. And this guy comes up and he's got his luggage with him and everything, and he's by himself, and he starts talking to us, and he's like, yeah, I come here by myself, to ride the rides, and I come here once a month. He's like, I just got off the plane and came right to the parks because I know they'll hold my luggage. He is Disney adult, told us all the secrets. Well, Kim, our sister, she's kind of a bitch. She gets up and she goes, I'm done with this conversation, and walks off. So leaving me, and I'm the nicer one. And I'm like, So he's like, oh, where are you guys going tomorrow? And I was like, oh, we're actually doing Universal to go to Harry Potter. And he goes, Universal is trash. And just, I mean, the disgust in his face, but he still kept talking to me. And then we get on the bus and there's other Disney adults, and he just fit right in. And I was like, you found your people, my guy. Good for you.
We're all just sneeches looking at stars on the bellies of other sneeches and calling them fucking assholes.
Yep. Disney adults is one of my favorite lanes of TikTok, though. It's hilarious. These people are fucking weird.
When I was on TikTok, yeah, that was one of my favorite things to watch. But
You're supposed to get off of TikTok now.
Huh?
I said you're supposed to get off of TikTok now, I think, because I saw something today that they're stealing a lot more of our information than they ever were with ByteDance.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
ByteDance used to own TikTok, and that was the whole big thing where it needed to be sold.
Oh, well, I don't have TikTok anymore, so it's fine.
Politics. Sorry, slid too much into politics on that one.
No, listen, I just got into
politics. That's world events.
I just got into Instagram, so
Really? Oh my God. Don't start watching reels. You'll lose so much time. It's fucking time travel.
Too long. He started sending them to me last night in my DMs. I was like, you know how to use Instagram? That's amazing.
Yeah. And be careful how long you linger on the boobs, because there's always the girls with the boobs and you're like, oh, okay. It's not porn. I can watch this. And then you get all of it.
Yep.
Constantly.
I'm there for the funny content.
You say that, and then there's boobs.
Yeah.
There's funny girls with boobs in there. That's how they get you there, too. You're there for the ha-has, and then there's the ta-tas.
I mostly just send my wife, like, videos, like, talking about the differences between husbands and wives, because they're always really funny. And I'm like, you do that. She's like, you think that's funny? I'm like, yeah. That's why I sent it to you. I thought you would find it funny, too. I guess not. Don't know you as well as I thought I did.
Paula used to send me things that were just made no sense. They were like arguing from reality TV. Like she'd send me something from Vanderpump Rules. And she's like, I know, right? I'm like, I don't fucking care. I don't.
Like, I'm just pretending to watch this so I can get laid. Thank you.
I sent my wife one yesterday that was it was a woman saying, I'm mad at my husband, so I've decided to hide his stuff. And she's just moving things like over slightly, or like moving them into a different position from where they were. And she's like, I love how like she just turns his watch over. And I'm like, she's a total bitch hiding his stuff from him.
You shouldn't find it funny.
That's married life.
We're rocking close to
yes,
2 hours here.
Yes. Any final thoughts?
No, it's bedtime.
Cool.
I don't watch Traitors, but good for you guys. Ron Funches is great. Everyone misses Catherine O'Hara. She was a singular comedic genius in the world, and I can't wait to see who else dies. 2 more people. Fallout. Oh, are we even going to stay up late to watch Fallout?
No.
Probably not. Maybe. I might.
No.
Tomorrow
I might.
We'll see. I'll have a cigarette and see if that wakes me up out in the cold. Things that aged well. Believe we voted on the graping. The great graping of the nerds.
The Revenge of the Nerds, yeah.
Yes. And we all know way too much about pop culture, and Steph knows too many actresses' names.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
That's like saying, I'm sorry, I lifted extra weight. I just worked out it earlier. It's like,
I thought you were making fun of me because I fucked up everybody's names. I was like, yeah.
Positivity.
No, because
I'm bringing back that blue sky.
Yeah.
I have IMDb open. That's how I know everybody's names. I'm typing away over here.
It's all right. ChatGPT wrote the essay for you, but you read that book.
I did read it.
Damn right you did, buddy.
I did.
I like the idea of having a recorder here to record our conversation and recap.
Helpful. Helpful.
It's very helpful. I'm like, I don't remember what we talked about tonight.
Editing is going to be a bitch.
This has been one of the longest podcasts we have done. Alex, thank you so much for being with us. I think that you added a great level of knowledge and hilarity, and we appreciate you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah,
now
really
I
appreciate it.
I have to go pee and have a cigarette.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening, and we look forward to seeing you next time. As always, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button.
Bye.